When you're connected with music, like when you're focused, you don't feel your body. You don't feel anything. That's why music is something like very magical that once you're in the zone, like you're in a different world, like you disconnect with everything around you. You can be a very good DJ, but that doesn't mean you're gonna earn millions of dollars. So there's stages. So you can start as a DJ. You can be one of the best mixing DJ in the world, but no one's gonna pay you like millions of dollars or hire you to play in a festival because of you're a really good DJ. The competition is very high now. So you need to promote yourself at the beginning, build a branding to say I'm a good product, to stand out from the other crowd. You need good product, you need good like style, music, production, DJing skills. You need to be ready, basically. Because once you get that opportunity, that chance, once they give it to you, you need to really smash it.
Gladiators, welcome back. Today, I've got a dear friend of mine here and also my teacher. DJ Gem, welcome to the arena.
Thank you very much.
We've been discussing this for like a few years now and suddenly it's made it happen.
Yes, true.
Man, I love you. What I find in music is the relaxation I need in my day-to-day.
Yeah.
And over the I've had 6 sessions with you this time.
Yes.
And we've created two tracks.
Yes.
Yes. And when I listen to them, it relaxes me. So thank you so much. You're
welcome. I'm happy to make you feel good, and that was my main goal actually, to give you that comfort that when you do music with me, you feel comfortable and you feel like it's not a part of a project, it's a part of a lifestyle and, enjoying your moment,
Yeah. And you're making me feel that way. I don't want to like blow too much smoke up your ass.
Yeah,
but,
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm going to be tough.
Okay.
I'm going to be tough on you. No, I'm just joking. But you make it feel it's my creation and I feel good. And I know you're packed all day, every day, but you're making me feel special. So I really appreciate it. Just your punctuality needs to improve a little bit. I'm just joking, man. I'm just joking.
I'm going to work on that.
I love you, man. I know you're busy. So tell me about your journey, my friend. You're Cyprian.
Cypriot.
Okay.
So, it's a long story, but I was born in Cyprus.
So you call it Cypriot?
Cypriot.
Not Cyprian.
Like patriot.
Ah,
Cypriot. Yeah.
Okay.
I was born in Cyprus in 1983 in Karinia, and it's a very small island. I'm from the northern side of the island. I don't know if you know the.
Yes, I do.
There's north side, south side. I'm Turkish Cypriot from the northern side. My father's from south side, Limassol. And I don't want to get into politics so much because I'm a musician, so I support
peace. You can do it, it's okay.
Peace in Cyprus, peace everywhere.
Peace everywhere, yeah.
Yeah. So basically, like I was born in a small island, which was amazing.
Your mom is also Cypriot?
Both parents are Cypriot.
Both south?
My mom is from north, my father is from south.
Okay, the Greek and the Turks got together.
Actually, they're both Turkish Cypriots, but before the war, they were like, my mom was from Karinia, where we live now, originally from there. And my father's from Limassol. And then afterwards, they had to cross, my father has to cross to the north side. I was born in Karinia.
When was the war?
In 1974.
Oh, really?
So it was a long time.
Just before you...
Before I was born, yeah. So I was born after the war in 1983. And we had lots of sanctions on the north side. So that was a big problem for my career as well, because obviously you didn't have anything up to now. There's not anything official as an international brand, open on the north side, but you have it on the south. For example, McDonald's or Burger King
doesn't exist in the
doesn't exist. But we had some local brands, which is I found it better than McDonald's or anything because
McTurks.
Yeah, McTurks or like other doner kebab, all this kind of or kebab, all this kind of stuff are good enough. But as I said, like I started my career in Cyprus as a DJ. I discovered my passion when I was like 13 years old. And it's a funny story because my cousin's supposed to look after me. So my parents left me with my girl cousin, and she was older than me, like around 2 years.
Keep it clean.
Okay.
Keep it clean.
Okay.
Yeah.
So no.
I'm just joking.
Not that
just
kind of
joking.
Story. So she was 15, I was 13, and she took me to this daytime party.
Okay.
on a Friday, which normally in Cyprus is very popular. Like every Fridays after school, we normally have parties for
That's nice.
kids, you know, youngsters. So she ended up dragging me there, and I was scared because my father's car is parked right next to the club. You know, there's a party. It's downtown. So I said, if he sees us,
you're dead.
We're dead, both. You know. She's like, don't worry, we're gonna get in at 2:00, and before, because he comes out at 5, we're gonna come at 4 before he leaves work. You know. I said, okay. So when we end up going there, it was really like, for me, it was like the best moment in my life, because I never seen a club before. It was like underground, and they had all these mirror walls. Everything was mirrored, so it makes it look bigger.
Yes.
And back then, I'm talking about 1996, 97. There were smoke machines, lasers, you know, mirror balls, you know, like
atmosphere.
So atmosphere, like I never seen such a thing. I seen weddings, but never seen a club that kind of like light shows, visuals, and sound.
Yeah.
And everyone was dancing, and I was like, everyone kept looking up to this small booth. And I see one guy looking down from there. I said, why everyone's keep looking at that guy? And my cousin said, he's the DJ. What do you mean DJ? Like, what does he do? He's like, he's the one controls the whole scene here. He's the one, you know, doing all this entertainment. So I said, this one guy entertains all these 300 people by himself. And she's like, yeah. I was like, wow.
I like this.
Because I'm a type of guy, like I like individual sports, you know, like something like tennis, boxing, like something like
not team sports, right?
I mean, I like to work in a team, but if I'm good at it, I like to take the credit or the critics.
I see. Yeah.
So I like to depend on myself, not like depend on the other people.
Yes.
You know? So that's why I've always been into like one single man sports, you know, like or activities. You know?
Yes.
So for me, that was like boom. The great idea to become a DJ. You know, like I said I want
So
to
that
be
was
like
the power though. What about the music? You felt, did you have music talent?
I had music. I had so much CDs. Like I used to buy CDs every week. So I had lots of music.
So you were into music.
I was into music.
We hadn't discovered DJing.
No.
Right?
I didn't know that you could put them together, like and transit, like to tell like a story.
Sure.
So I knew how to play them like one by one, but I never knew that I can you know, choose this song and put this one and do the transition. So when I discovered that, I was like, oh, he can put this song with this one. So I started coming up with the ideas in my head. And then my friend said, why you don't become a DJ then? I said, okay. And that's how it started, like age of 13, 14.
So when did you start having gigs?
I mean, before the gigs, I'll tell you how I started.
Please.
This was the funniest part. I cried to my father. It was my birthday.
Oh, you wanted the DJ
to
set?
buy me a mixer. There was DJ mixer, but I thought the mixer comes with all equipments together, like CD player, everything in one piece.
I thought so too. And it doesn't.
No, it doesn't. So when he bought it, he said, no, I'm not going to spend £200. It was British pound back then. £200 on a mixer that you're not going to even play it after 1 month. I said, no. This time I know. I want this. I told him I want this. So he bought it. I opened the pack. I was like excited. I was like, okay, where do you put the CD?
Yeah, where's the music? Yeah.
And then I discovered that you need a CD player separate. So I had a Discman.
I remember the portable ones.
Yeah, the portable one. So I connected that one. I ended up playing the song from one channel, but what about the other side? I didn't have anything on the other side. So I remember collecting my pocket money from my father, which I was receiving, and buying from my friend secondhand.
Good God.
His you know, Discman.
Yeah.
So I used to put two songs together, which I know they're similar BPM, and press play at the same time and try to beat match them because there was no speed to change the tempo, you know. Yeah. And that's how it started. And then it picked up, and I ended up going to UK.
Do you get the support from parents, or they didn't understand what they had?
No, I mean, at the beginning, my father was really against it. Like, he was like, oh, you're going to get into drugs. Is this not good for you? You know, like
wrong
DJing.
Scene.
Back then, DJing was treated like as if you're a drug dealer. Yeah. I'm talking about 1997, 98. Yeah. People didn't understand what it was, DJing. Like, when you say, I'm a DJ, they used to think like, well, what do you play? Like, do you play keyboard, like a band?
Yes.
No, I'm like, I mix songs. They didn't know what it was. And, you know, nowadays it's different. Nowadays, families showing their kids, oh, this guy is a DJ, and the kids
they're
going like, wow, like a superhero.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow. They show it as an
Thousands
example.
of people watching and dancing and moving,
So things have changed a lot, since the 90s. So my father was really against it at the beginning, and he always said that you need to study. I don't mind you doing this as a hobby, but this is not your full-time job. So I said, okay. So I ended up finishing university like in computer engineering. I did my bachelor degree on IT, just in case.
Yeah,
as a backup.
That's what they always say, just in case.
Just in case. But it's so funny because every time I try to get away from music and try to do my IT work, it always dropped me back.
Yeah.
I felt like I don't belong to that IT desk. I belong to music scenes.
Yes.
I felt like there was a missing piece.
Yes.
In my life. I didn't feel happy, because I'm not a 9 to 6 office guy, like to sit down and do work. I like to socialize.
Yes.
I could have been a good salesperson, maybe, but
well, you still have to be when you run your own business, right?
Yeah, but I need to trust the product. That's the thing. I cannot lie. That's my downside.
Yeah.
I cannot bullshit. Like if the product is bad, I cannot say it's a good product.
The funny thing is, people think the moment you say salesperson, you're talking about a bullshitter, but they don't, though.
Yeah.
Right? Because we're all selling, aren't we? We're all selling. Yeah. True, we're all selling. I'm selling myself to you, you're selling yourself to me, and then that's our relationship. Yeah. But the moment people say sale, they go, it's got to be a bullshitter.
I'll tell you why, because I've been here 16 years in Dubai.
Experience.
In Dubai is different stories. There's so many different type of salespersons.
Yes.
There's a professional salesperson, which when you talk to him, you understand he's legit. He knows what he's talking about.
Yes.
And there are sales guys which you go to some like showroom to ask about a car, and I know the car better than the sales guy.
Yeah.
That's when I know he doesn't know anything about the product.
Yes.
He's just salesperson.
Yes.
He's just selling the product, whatever they give him.
Mm-hmm.
But he doesn't know the product. That's the problem.
The fact is that, here's my opinion.
Yeah.
Right, you get that in there's shit DJs, there's good DJs.
Yeah,
there's
of course.
Lawyers, teachers, everything.
Every field.
In every field. But sales, people are very sensitive towards it.
Yeah.
Because they think they're going to spend money on things they don't need. Somebody's going to flog them something they don't need. Sales has got a bad name to it.
Maybe.
And they do. Yeah. That's why you never see a salesperson on a business card has salesperson on it.
Yeah, it doesn't say salesperson.
They never say salesperson. Account manager, account representative, territory manager. Yeah. They do everything. Oh, my card said sales.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, on your one?
So I'm proud of it. Yeah.
Okay.
Not anymore, but until about 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to beat around the bush and come and sell to you in a different... I'm a salesperson. But I'm not going to sell you something you don't need.
Yeah. For me, I don't know what to call myself because I'm a CEO.
Yeah, the boss.
I'm the finder. I'm the trainer at the same time.
Boss DJ.
So, yeah, I mean, I'm DJ. I'm a producer.
No, boss DJ.
Boss DJ. Okay, I'll get sponsored by Boss next time.
DJ. Don't get sponsored by me. I'll sponsor you. But yeah, you keep missing out on this. Second time I've thrown money on your laptop. So so you went to your first gig in London.
Yeah. So basically, I went to UK age of 16 to study university. I was very young.
Okay.
I studied in Reading. University of Reading, and that was one of the turning point of my life because I ended up throwing like parties in the dormitory, in the accommodation for my friends. Like it was just a casual. We are in the dorms. Weekend, before we go out, let's do some small corridor parties because everyone has their own rooms, small rooms and everything. And I ended up like playing for 20, 30 people. But then people start coming from upstairs down and join the party. So parties start growing up, like becoming 100 people.
Wow.
And then security start involving. Like they're like, you guys are making so much noise. Mm-hmm. Why don't you take it to your student union in the university? Because that was the place that you can party. And they used to have student nights on Wednesdays. I think they still do up to now. So when I talk about, when I talk about like Reading, University of Reading is 15,000 people. So when you go to the student union, it's a rave.
Yeah.
It's not a party, it's a rave. Like 4,000 or 5,000 people partying at the same time. Big club.
Yes.
So the story is very interesting because I was supposed to go and DJ there. But because I was quite young, I didn't have the confidence yet to get up to that big stage.
Because of the numbers. Right?
Numbers and no experience, nothing. I'm just playing for 20 people. And suddenly I'm going to end up playing for 3,000. It doesn't make sense. I didn't feel the confidence yet. I wasn't ready.
These were paying, they would pay to...
Yeah, of course. It was a paid gig, you know. And what happened, and I didn't have the equipment. That was the problem. I didn't have the equipment to practice yet. So I had to come up with a game plan to work in the student union as a bartender for 1 month to get my money, because I know the end of the month they're going to fire me because I didn't give them my passport copy.
Yes.
So if they find out about my age, I'm not allowed to work in a bar.
Of course, you have to be 18 and over. Yeah, exactly.
I'm not allowed to hold the drink in the union.
I was a glass collector.
Yeah.
When I was underage. Glass collector. You know, when people finish their drinks, they leave the glasses around.
It was plastic.
Oh, was it plastic? Mine was glass in clubs. So I used to go and collect glasses.
Yeah, same.
Wash them, put them behind the bar.
For us, end of the night, we used to collect 3,000 plastic cups. You know, because they remove the glasses because they used to have fights.
Yes.
Fights, you know.
Yes.
So they make them plastic. And we used to have this snake bite, snaky bee. You know, like, man. The £1, you buy one, get one free. So it was like people they order £10, 20 drinks you give them. So imagine how many cups you have.
Crazy.
So anyway, it's so funny because they were telling me like, we need your passport copy. I said, I'm going to give it. I'm just trying to get my passport from my embassy. So once it's here, I'm going to give you. But I knew that they were going to fire me. So I said, let me work for 1 month. At least I can get my money. So once they fire me, I can buy my equipment with that money.
And then do the DJ.
Yeah. So that's what happened. As soon as I gave them my passport end of the month, they gave me the payment and they gave me a termination letter at the same time. And they told me, you're not allowed to work. You're under 18. And I said, what can I do? And he's like, why you don't apply for a DJ? Because we know that you like music. And I said, I know, but I don't have any contacts. He's like, I'm going to call the guy. I'm going to hook you up, but you need to give him a demo CD. So I was practicing every day, recording like sets on CDR. We recorded with CDs back then. It was very hard because if you make one mistake in 30 minutes, that CD is gone. That's it. So the best set that I have, I was copying them and giving as a demo CD to all the clubs and managers, you know. And it didn't work out at the beginning. Like I remember like harassing the guy. Actually, it was harassment because every day I'm going knocking the door. I was like, have you checked it yet? And he was a student also who was studying there, but on a senior position. He's like, you see, I got 20 CDs here. So your one is like, after 10 CDs, I'm going to check it. So I was going every day. And so suddenly he gets really like pissed from me and said, you know what, come in. I'm going to check it in 5 minutes. And I told him, check it. If you don't like it, I'm not going to come back again. That's it. Once he listened to it, he was so impressed. And because he thought I'd done it on a turntable. By the way, I started with the vinyls in 1997, 98 with the records.
Yes.
So CD players back then, it was very, very limited. It wasn't like how it is right now. You got so many options. You know, technology wasn't that improved.
Yes.
So you could do more on the vinyl than the CD player back then.
Crazy.
CD player was harder.
And you recognize that. So that's why you used the vinyl.
I was using vinyl, but then I done the mix set on a CD. So when I gave it to him, he thought I done it on a vinyl because it was so good. Wow. And he was telling me, you can do stretching here and this and that. I said, I'm sorry, but I didn't do it on a vinyl. He said, how did you record this? I said, on a CD player. He's like, you done this on a CD player? I said, yeah. All right, you're going to start next Monday. Wow. Right away, he didn't ask me like, when do you want to start? He's like, you're starting next Monday in Mojo's bar. And it's around like 300 people. It was more smaller venue, but it was
300
enough.
people, yeah.
And that's how it started. And boom, my career picked up.
Did you get paid?
£20 per hour in the year 2000.
That's amazing.
£20 per hour.
You're a rich
I used to do 6 hours, £120.
Yeah.
And which is a big money back then. You know, like
the obvious question is, do you get girls?
Girls comes all. I mean, look, with DJs, whether you're ugly or you're good looking, it always comes. Because it comes with the popularity, you know, with the fame. But of course, if you're good looking as well, it's a plus. It helps a lot.
So that's an experience you never had before, right?
To be honest, look, I'll tell you something. When I was a kid, before DJing, I was very unsocial, very shy person, very shy. I couldn't manage to go and talk to someone like a stranger and have conversation with them. I was very like
introverted.
I mean, I didn't want to go play with kids football outside. I preferred to like play games or watch TV. That was my thing, you know. I like my own comfort zone. But the things changed with DJing. That was a missing part. The DJing triggered my confidence, because suddenly, being no one, people start knowing my name without me knowing them. You know, suddenly I was on the spotlight. You know, and I was like, wow,
I like it.
This is good, and it's good because I don't need to prove anything. I just need to perform
do
well.
Do what you're good at.
Do what I'm good at. I don't need to talk. I don't need to do anything, and then people suddenly start knowing my name. You know, like, and that was a big plus. You know, I would say, yeah.
So we were dating left, right, and center. Were you a player or were you committed to one person?
Okay, look,
both.
When I started, age of 16,
I'm talking to you from point of jealousy.
Okay,
right, that's all it is. Right. I'm envious.
Okay,
because I didn't know anything about that type of stuff till I was like 19 or something.
Look, from age of 15, 16 up to 26, 27, I would say. You had
fun.
I had my life. I had good time. And I didn't care about so much relationships because I was on a mission I always told all my girlfriends, I told them, like, my priority is my music. So I was being honest from the beginning. I never said I'll put you as my first priority and my music second. I told them my music comes first. Then when I have time, we can go out, we can spend time together. But that was it. So that's why. The funny
thing is, even with that, they even like you more.
Maybe.
You become a bloody, you're a bloody alpha male. You didn't even know it.
Yeah, maybe. They used to call me like, give me nicknames like Freezer, like Icebox, because I was looking very cold to them. Like,
wow.
I wasn't a bad person. Don't get me wrong. I
you're very honest with people.
I never treated anyone disrespectful, even like a lady which I just met, you know, or someone I know for a long time. I never disrespected anyone, but I was being honest, like straightforward, you know, like I didn't want to, I never had to lie or play games, mind games or anything like that, you know. But after 26, 27, boom, I had enough, you know, and things starts changing. My thinking, the way I was thinking changed, you know, like I needed someone stable in my life, not like changing constantly, you know, like, because it was like
it's hard to remember all the names. Strains your brain.
It's not name. It's like flashback. You constantly have flashback. You know, everything is like a cycle.
Oh no, I have to ask those questions again. Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah. I mean, it was like as if I'm in a cycle. I'm not going forward. I'm just repeating. Same.
You know, I don't think it's Dubai. You know, I swear it's everywhere.
Do you think so?
It's become everywhere. I remember when I was younger, handshake was a handshake. It was a contract.
Yeah.
Now, even in Iran, in places, it's not the same anymore.
Yeah, I mean, you need to get a signature.
Signature, writing, cover yourself just in case someone goes wrong.
Yeah, true. Things changed. I mean, in time, but still, I feel.
I think with Dubai, people do come here. They don't come here for spirituality. They do come here for money.
Yeah.
And that tends to get more shallow people.
Exactly. Like many people have this ideology, like saying, "I'm going to go to Dubai, work for 3 years there, earn money, good money, and go back home. So I don't want to dedicate."
Yes.
Especially with ladies.
Yes.
And family tells them don't get attached to anyone Muslim or Christian or you know, like some.
They're preconceived ideas.
Some families are like, I wouldn't say racist, but they're conservative, so they don't want any outsiders to come in their life, you know.
Yes.
So the girl or the guy is already brainwashed, like from the family. Oh, I shouldn't be dating this guy, but you know, come on, you know. Yeah, I mean, I'm Cypriot. My wife is German, you know, Kazakh, you know. So who cares, like, where are you from?
So your wife's got dark hair? I haven't met her. She got dark hair?
Well, I think originally she's brunette because she's always dyeing her hair.
Okay.
She's originally like brunette with blue eyes. Actually, green eyes, greenish, bluish, and white skin. So she doesn't look like Kazakh at all.
Yeah.
And my son is like is being.
I was just about to ask about your son. I haven't seen him yet.
He's like a mixture of both of us, like like brown hair now and with blue eyes. Like
beautiful. My kids have got blue eyes. Crazy. Not Ali and Yasma, two boys.
Oh yeah. Okay.
They got blue eyes. You'll meet them soon. They want to have
right.
some sessions with you.
Yeah, definitely.
So do you have any more children on the horizon?
Yep, I have one new baby coming up, baby girl. Hopefully in 2 months' time we're gonna hold her.
So you've been busy.
Yes.
Married, kid, another one on the way,
Yeah.
and your business as well.
I'm on a mission.
Yeah.
I'm like the targets and everything. I'm on a mission right now, you know. But basically, like as I said, I'm a very organized person. So when I always set goals to myself, not with the family though, but every year I have a different target to achieve. You know, that's why I like to push myself to achieve my goals. So having a family was one of my main goals that I always had in my head, because obviously you cannot be a DJ for rest of your life and not being surrounded by anyone, you know, not being single, alone, you know. So that's why I'm lucky that to have a family. Still I do what I love to do as a DJ, and I'm very lucky that I turned my passion into my business.
The fact that you get support is really good as well. Because you could have somebody nagging you, where are you, what are you? She gives you support.
No, she knew from the beginning.
Understands your business.
She knew from the beginning. I told her, this is who I am. This is what you're getting. So you know exactly what you're assigning to. You know, like what you're what you're gonna have in the future. And this is what I love to do. I'm not thinking of changing my job, because it is what I'm good at. And she respected that. She likes music as well, so she never had any issues with my music or anything.
It's really important to have the support back home.
Yeah. The only problem was when we were dating, I used to DJ full time, so I used to come home very late.
Yes.
So that was a little bit like a problem, which it didn't give us a healthy relationship, because we didn't see each other so much. But then when I opened my school, my music training school, things changed.
Does she work?
Yeah, she's working.
What does she do?
She's a supply chain manager.
Okay.
Before she was a manager in a different company. Now she's in supply chain coordinator. Yeah, I would say.
Cool, amazing.
Yes.
Congratulations, man.
Thank you.
About your business. So tell me, DJing. Did it when you were DJing, not having your school? Did it make you good money? And what's that world like? What's the DJ world like?
Yeah, I mean, it can give you good life to, salary wise it's good enough. I mean, nowadays it's even better, because there's many clubs open up, many opportunities. So if you're good at what you do, you can get a good salary in DJing. But the problem with DJing is you're like a pilot. Mm-hmm. So every week is different. So you never have a stable lifestyle, like to say I'm gonna wake up every day at 8 and I'm gonna sleep at 12. You don't know. So it can be one day you can start at working at 10, you end up finishing at 3 o'clock. By the time you get back home, 4 or 5, that's how I used to live. And then end up sleeping until 1 p.m., 2 p.m.
Your day's messed up completely.
It's messed up completely. So you don't have a stable life, and it's not easy to find someone who has the similar lifestyle as yours. Mm-hmm. So that's why it was very hard for me to date someone. That was another issue, because everyone used to have different lifestyles.
When they're up and running, you're sleeping.
I'm sleeping. So, I'm totally different in a different.
What cycle. I find strange is you get these David Guettas and all this, in their 50s now, and they're still DJing.
Yeah.
Till 5 a.m. You have to be a special animal to do all that, right?
I'll tell you something with music. Mm-hmm. When you're connected with music, like when you're focused and your mind is with music, you don't feel your body. You don't feel anything. Because your mind is like same as, when you do meditation, you don't feel your body, right? If you have even pain and everything, you can kind of put it down, put it off, by meditating. Mm-hmm. You can heal yourself by meditating.
And you feel the same when you
mentally you tell yourself you're not sick, or you're not having pain, and you can put it down, control it. So I remember I used to DJ 5 hours, 6 hours per night. That's a very long set, non-stop. And I used to constantly drink soft drinks while I'm DJing, because we're not allowed to drink alcohol in Dubai, and while we were working. So I had maybe 10 glasses of soft drink, and I never had to go to the toilet. And they're asking me how? How do you do that? Like, how you don't feel middle of the set not
You have
running
to
to
run,
the toilet?
yeah.
Because you, on that moment, you don't feel your body. You don't think about yourself. As soon as I finished my set,
You ran.
I couldn't feel my legs were hurting. Like I couldn't feel my back pain. And as soon as I get into the car, you know, I had a driver to drive me back, you know, like from Abu Dhabi to Dubai, because I used to play in Abu Dhabi as well. I used to pass out on the back seat, sleep.
Wow.
So music, that's why music is something like very magical that once you're in the zone, you don't think about anything. You forget. Like you're in a different world, you know, like you disconnect with everything around you.
How there's like different stardom, isn't it? There's the superstars of. How do you go from one like club DJ to? How does that work? Is it like modeling? Is it really difficult? Do you have to sell your soul? Is it luck?
Well, there's many ways.
Yeah,
there's many ways you can get to the top. What I call it the right way, the professional, the way that you really deserve it, is to first train yourself, work your way up, like step by step. So when you build yourself from ashes, you know, like from zero, then when you reach the top, you never fall down because you're strong. You tick all the boxes, so no one can get you down. That's another thing. So you always see like people like getting into fame with one single track, but then they disappear. You never hear from them again. So they call it one single hit track. So what happens? Those guys, some of them, they're lucky, you know, that they have so much luck. They meet the right person. As you said, some of them they sell their soul to get to that point, which I don't like that, because I like to feel that I achieved this, to feel proud of myself that I said I've done this by myself, to be able to keep going forward. You know,
yes,
not to feel like, oh, someone gave me a hand and that's it. I don't have any second chance. You know. So when you work your way up in a stable and systematic way, then it's really like it's easy to reach to the top, because why, you have a mission. So you just need to set yourself goals. Like, let's say for example, like if I want to talk about myself, I'm probably like around 60%, 70% of where I see myself right now.
That was my next question. Yeah, very good.
So I'm on 60, 70% right now where I see myself, where I'm supposed to be.
Where are you supposed to be right now, or where you want to be in the future?
Where I want to be. Like
so right now
mission.
you are. So right now you are where you want to be. Right now.
I mean, yeah. Right now, I'm on a good position that I'm going forward.
Okay.
I'm happy with myself, with my achievements, because why? Whatever I said every year, I'm achieving that goal. As I told you, I set myself goals every year.
Yeah.
How do they say resolutions? New Year resolution. I write things down, and I have to achieve those things within that year.
How often do you achieve them? All the time.
80%, which is good. You know, so that means I'm target oriented.
How often do you check those goals? I know everybody makes New Year's resolutions, right?
For my goals are not so complicated. It's very. There are 2 or 3 goals. Like they're not like I want to buy a Ferrari, I want to buy a house, or
not so detailed. Yes,
it's more detailed. I want to let's say I want to. Like my goals, like I want to release, like let's say 10 songs within this year, 10 singles. I want to, let's say, expand my business, or I want to earn more money. Like I want to have monthly income more. Like I want to increase my income to this level. So what can I do to do that? What are the like?
And then do you check it regularly through the year?
I mean,
to make sure you remember.
I remember. That's the thing. It's like every day you.
I know you organize. Everything is organized in your life, right? So
everything is like it's like a mission. It's like same as like your boxer. You're preparing for a world championship fight.
Yes.
So what you do, you get into a camp, training camp, and this training camp every day it's in your head. I'm going to the championship, so I need to train hard.
Yes.
So you push yourself.
Yes.
That's my motivation. So if I don't have it in my head, then I'm not going to push myself. I'm a type of guy. I'm a Capricorn. Capricorn people are the problem with Capricorns. They're workaholic, but once they get into their comfort zone, they can become lazy. So,
but you're aware of that. You want to keep pushing yourself. Does anybody else push you? I know the family does. I guess.
Yeah. Sometimes my wife does that, which is good. But I don't like to be pushed so much also. I like to have my own freedom because I know what I'm doing. So I need a bit of push, but not like someone to control me. Like you have to do this, you have to do. Give me suggestions, but don't control me. Like I can take the suggestion, but don't push me to do something because I'm a Capricorn. I need to be my own leader.
I guess it's something to do. It's more than that. I guess I think it's maybe childhood, something. Not so much the sign of a Capricorn, but I think it's maybe something to do with childhood. Maybe you were controlled. You want to be free and do your own thing. You like doing things by yourself. And
I mean, I was always been as I said, I like to be a single man. I like to do single man trainings, single man activities. So maybe it came from that. I like to do things, achieve things by myself.
Like you say, you want to get rewarded for something. You want to take the beating if it's your fault.
Exactly. So because if I spend that amount of time, I want to get the credit. If it's good. I
think it's taking on full responsibility, isn't it? Because if your team wins, everybody go, everybody's doing well. If you all do, but hang on, did I do well? Did I not go well? Or praise me, reward me, or kick my ass?
For me, I don't find it really fair if the one guy holds the whole team, and the whole team gets his credit. I mean, the guy really worked his way.
Or the other way around, or it could be the other way around.
Exactly.
The individual is takes the whole team down.
Exactly. Yeah. So, I mean, for me, I have self-confidence. So that's why I like to depend on myself.
Yeah.
And I always feel that when I'm by myself, I'm more creative. Because why? Yeah, whatever I have in my head, there's no one to stop me. I can do whatever I feel is right, and I push myself. So basically, I'm mostly competing with myself.
Yeah. Very similar to me, actually.
Yeah.
But I liked sports, the team sports. I don't know why. But I like being by myself. I like solitude.
Yeah, I like balance. I like a bit of balance.
There are times I don't have many friends. I have lots of acquaintances, but my family is everything.
Yeah.
So when I'm not alone, it's with my family.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm not saying I don't like to work with a team. I don't mind playing with a team, but
rather
I like to lead the team. I'm a leader. I don't know. Like I have a leadership in me. Like that, it's always tracks me out, like tells me along. You need to lead.
That'll make you a good business leader.
Maybe.
So who do you admire in the industry most?
As a musician, I would say my idols are like Swedish House Mafia. They're one of my biggest idols because I like their style. Like that they're not so commercial, they're not so underground. They have this right balance, which is in the middle. So they can play in a festival, which everyone will go crazy, which is more underground, or they can play on a radio, and then it's a commercial, everyone will know them. So, which is amazing. Other artists like David Guetta, these guys, Martin Garrix, they're good as well, but their music is more commercial, I would say. So Swedish House Mafia has had something different that every time I listened to their tracks, it was like the perfect balance.
Are these guys multimillionaires? Yes.
Yeah, I mean, of course. I mean,
how much can you get paid on a gig for a festival?
So I'm coming to your question now because we left it in the middle. How do you reach the top?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
So let me get back to the question now, because this is all related to money, to all these things. How do you earn millions of dollars? Because you can be a very good DJ, but that doesn't mean you're gonna earn millions of dollars. So there's stages like within music industry. So you can start as a DJ. You can be one of the best mixing DJ in the world, but no one's going to pay you like millions of dollars or hire you to play in a festival because of you're a really good DJ. So what you need to do your own production. You need to produce your own music. So that's your key, your ticket to the main festivals to get in.
In the old, excuse me for my lack of knowledge, in the old days, if you were like a good musician, forget DJ, musician, you had to go to an agent and then they go to a record company. It's not so much like that anymore.
No, it's the same. But the competition is very high now. Before, if you're a good DJ, you would be discovered probably much more easier by A&R guy, like labels, or headhunter, like an agent. Because there was not many people to find with that talent. So they find you like a gold, like a gold mine.
Yes.
Once they find you, it's a treasure. So they market you very well and you can earn good money. But nowadays, there's so many DJs. so many producers. So
you can market yourself now.
You need to work your way up. So you need to promote yourself at the beginning, build a branding to say I'm a good product to stand out from the other crowd.
Yes.
Then, like I always say, you need good product. You need good style, music, production, DJing skills. You need to be ready, basically, because once you get that opportunity, that chance, once they give it to you, you need to really smash it. You need to show who that's your opportunity. So once you prove yourself and they see that you're a good product to sell, to market, then you start growing. They will start booking you for festivals. Of course, at the beginning, you don't start with Tomorrowland. You start with small festivals, but it's good enough. You start getting paid like $10,000 per gig as a startup. And to do this, you don't need a hit song. Like you can have some good songs, like good enough that people know your name, or you have some good followers, like social media. But once you reach the point that you're well known and you got a hit song and your song is going into the charts.
Yes.
The top charts, top 10.
You can charge more.
Yeah. Then you start charging more, like €50,000 per gig.
Wow.
Yeah. And it's easy job because it's only 1 hour, 1.5 hour. You perform.
I like Clapton.
Yeah.
I like Clapton.
Clapton's good with the mask.
Yeah. I love his music.
Yeah. So that's why, that's the first stage. So you see, you start with your own production first, because if you don't produce your own music, you're not an artist. They don't see you as an artist. They see you as a mixing DJ. So you need to become an artist first.
You have to have your own tunes.
Music, because why? If you want to sell tickets, like 10,000 tickets,
yes,
no one's going to buy it to come and listen to your mix set, because they can go to a normal club for that. But people will buy the tickets to come and listen to you because of you're an artist.
You own it. Right.
You own that music. So they love your music, which you created.
Do you think you and I should bring like singers on our sessions, maybe?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I always say if you bring like professional people, like singers, even
musicians,
instrument players and musicians and everything, your song becomes more unique and more original. Because why? Anyone can grab a sample nowadays online,
correct.
pre-recorded sounds, and then create a track. But then everyone can do that. But once you put your own human input into the track, like original vocals, original, let's say, guitar player or piano players, then even the labels, when they listen to it, they will know that this song is original, because they know the difference between pre-recorded samples and
so we
songs.
use. Sorry, I'm jumping from, but I'm really into this. We use Metallica, for instance, right? The song is pretty good. We can't go to the charts unless we have Metallica's permission, right?
Yeah.
But then, sorry.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to release it like as a Spotify track, like on Spotify, Apple Music, and sell and earn money, because normally when you release it on platforms like Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, or Beatport, you earn money from that. So you have to be the owner of the full copyright owner.
Okay.
So if you're partially owner, which is when you remix the track, you're partially owner. The other 50% belongs to the owner of the song, the copyright owner. So you need to get a permission from them before you can release.
How do I get permission from? I don't know how to approach.
Yeah, this is the biggest
people
question.
Are listening now thinking, well, how do I approach Madonna, Metallica, all these people?
Yeah, this is the biggest problem. Like, basically, I mean, the easiest way to send them an email, but everyone's sending an email and trying to get approval for their remixes. I think the easiest way will be contacting their managers, management, who has direct contact with the artist, who can push the track forward and show it to them. Because also, if they don't believe in your remix, they will not show it.
Yes, yeah.
They'll say, "Oh, this is not good enough for
our level."
Exactly, because if they're gonna release it as an official release, it has to be on a certain standard. That if it's a Madonna track, Madonna needs to like the track to say, "Okay, this is my official remix single." That they can also release it under her album.
Yes.
Online.
So all these remixes of Madonna, she's earned money from it.
Yeah, of course. Like they get. I mean, it depends on how they make the deal, the contract. But most of the time, they get 50% of the royalties.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how does somebody earn money out of Spotify? Because I've got huge viewings of my podcast on Spotify, but I earn nothing.
Okay. first of all, do you get copyrighted of your sessions? Like you need to first get copyrighted.
I guess not. So
okay. So you need to get copyrighted of the voice because it's an interview, right?
Yes.
So there's voice, there's visuals,
and the name, I guess, and the name.
And name, branding, exactly, trademark. So these three is important, especially if you're doing a visual podcast, because if you don't get it, someone can steal your visuals, put their own vocals or their own music and use it for their own projects and release on a TV. That's a TV show. And you cannot even claim anything because why? It's not copyrighted.
So let's say you do all that. And then for a number of people who listen or watch, you get paid.
Yeah, so basically a number of streams.
Wow.
So if like with streaming platforms like Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, and Deezer, they work on streaming payments. So each stream is 0.04 cents or 0.004 cents, something like that. It's very small.
Yes.
But when you put on a quantity, on
millions,
big numbers, it can give you a big income. You know, like I mean, compared to what DJs are earning, like from performances, like millions of dollars, these are peanuts. I mean, it's not a big. Let's say they earn maybe. David Guetta might get like $250,000 from Spotify only per month.
Yes,
which is it doesn't sound like big money for his earnings.
But he can get that in one gig.
Yeah, I mean, one gig he can get like 100,000 euro, 200,000 euro for a main event.
Yes.
You know, so for them it's not so much, but for someone like a normal working person, that's like a lifetime saving. You know, basically.
Yeah, like that guy in South Korea.
Yeah,
that made that.
Gangnam Style.
Yeah. He's had billions.
Psy.
But he's packing the stadiums.
Yeah, I mean, South Korea. I mean, imagine that guy. He made one single hit track.
Yes.
Then he made some good few other tracks as well. But he's not like. I mean, he's big in South Korea. Yes. He's big. He's huge. But worldwide, he's big on one track or two tracks.
Correct.
So, but if you can still. You know, fill the full stadium like 50,000 people.
Yeah, all jumping up and down.
Jumping up and down. Then definitely is earning good money because it's all about ticket sales, business. Yeah. You know, like if you put your name and you can sell 50,000 tickets, then you can tell them I need $100,000 and they'll pay you.
Right now, you're getting 3,000-4,000 gigs and stuff like this. So how do you go to the next level? What if I could wave a magic wand?
Yeah.
Forget your goals. You could wave a magic wand like tomorrow.
Yeah.
What do you have to do to pack the stadiums? Is that where you want to go, by the way?
I mean, my main goal is to go on a big main stage, like Tomorrowland, Ultra Music Festivals, like, because, you know, like I've been DJing 23 years. I mean, I started when I was 16. I'm 39 now. So I think I had enough experience from DJing side. You know, that I don't need to fulfill anything anymore.
You've done it all.
I've done it all. The only last piece left is the festivals. I played in a festival before for 8,000, which is a different experience. Like it's a totally different world. Like you think that when you play in a club like 2,000-3,000 people, you know, it's a big deal. It's nothing compared to a festival.
You get a buzz, right?
It's I got goosebumps, like which normally I get a bit when I play in a club. But that was a different feeling. Like
a festival, what's an hour and a half? Is that normally
1 hour, 1.5 hours?
That's it.
So it's easy. Like, it's very fast. Like by the time you get into the mood, the time is gone. So that's why you have to really be on your A game. Like you have to give your best performance within that 1 hour.
When you do that best performance, is it all prepared before, or?
Yeah, I mean, if they tell me you got 1 hour set and this is what you're gonna play, this type of music,
you can't prepare.
I have to prepare because this is my single opportunity that I need to really use it well. You know?
So is it all pre-recorded, pre-mixed?
No. The only thing that
you can't go in there and pretend.
Only in like big festivals. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying that they don't do it. Mm-hmm. In big festivals, they do that.
It's almost like miming a really good track, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, Look, I'll tell you something. In big festivals. Why they do that? Let's say Tomorrowland is all pre-recorded most of the time.
Wow.
80% on main stage. Because why? How are you gonna synchronize the lights with the fireworks with the music all very well at the same time? It's not possible. Mm-hmm. Imagine you're playing live.
You can't.
How the guy is not going to know when it's going to change unless he knows the track.
True.
But once they pre-recorded before, because they cannot also take a risk. Imagine you're on a live TV.
Yeah, and the fireworks go up at the wrong
and
time.
You say something wrong, like, you got my point. It's live. That's it. You cannot return it back. Everyone will hear.
And then for those, maybe you're going to give some tricks away. And the DJ's pretending.
Yes, of course. I mean, they pretend, like to, but they do apply some effects. Play with the EQ.
But not mix the whole thing. Yeah.
No. I mean, if you see the guy standing on DJ box and dancing and with the mic,
correct.
then who's the mixing on the background? I mean, some at least some of the DJs, they make it look more like realistic, like they act like mixing. Yes. Some of them, they just go on DJ box and jumping and dancing, and then you can hear the track changing by itself.
See who's doing that?
So yeah, I mean,
so when like one of the DJs comes here, has a concert, Coca-Cola, they really are mixing. Yeah, the whole events themselves, 2 hours.
Most of the other events they do mix, because I'm talking about big ones, like
big
Tomorrowland is a big one, because it's
the one in Holland. Is that the one in Holland?
Belgium. Yeah, the main Tomorrowland. So that's like 50,000 people in front of you. So one mistake, it can cause an issue, because it will go viral. I mean, imagine you got millions of people watching you live as well.
What's the atmosphere like? Are they all drunk, and are they all the fun? What's the age group of people going there? Because I think I have one festival in me. I'll be too old, right?
Yeah. No.
So I think you're still young. Go.
You're still young, because for me, like
I have one Ibiza left me. So.
Maybe not, I mean, Ibiza is okay, but maybe like in terms of heavy festival, like you travel, you camp there, that's different. Maybe you won't do that.
No.
But you can attend to the event and enjoy it for like 3-4 hours. I'm sure you can do that easily.
Wow. And can like teenagers go?
I'll tell you something about this subject that it's very interesting, because when I've been to my first big festival in Amsterdam, it was in, I think it was in 2015.
Okay, so you were 22.
Yeah. No. I was 22 in 2007.
Okay.
So around like 30, 28, something like that. So, but this was the biggest one. I've been to many festivals, but for me, this was the festival, which I call it festival, because it was 50,000 people.
Yes.
In a stadium, in Ajax Stadium in Amsterdam.
Yes.
And it was the AMF, Amsterdam Music Festival, which is they do next week also. They're gonna have in the.
That's
festival.
where you're going.
Yeah, I'm going next week to ADE, Amsterdam Dance Event, which I go every year for networking and meeting people, gathering with friends. Which comes from all around the world. DJs, friends. We play together. We sometimes we gather. We exchange, collaborate. It's a good networking event. So when I went there, it was funny, because in the middle part there was all youngsters. Aged starting from like 18 up to like 25, 26, jumping crazy, topless, everyone topless, sweaty, And I was like, I told my friend, no, I cannot get into that crowd. It's too sweaty, Yes, I don't like sweat.
Skin on skin and all that business.
And I said, let's sit on the side, where the seats are.
Yes.
Because it was a football stadium.
Yes.
When I was standing there, it was so funny, because Tiesto was playing. So imagine on the same night, you got like Afrojack. Opening the thing set, then David Guetta coming on, then Tiesto taking over, then DJ Snake taking over, back to back.
Yes,
every big music, DJs back to back, each 1 hour performing 1 hour.
Wow!
So we went there around 10. It was around 3:00 in the morning, and Tiesto was playing. So while we were dancing, I looked to my left and I see this 2 couples. I would say they're around like 70 or 65 to 70.
Away.
Dutch. They were having their beers, having a beer Heineken, and they're dancing to Tiesto's tracks. I was like, wow. I was blown away, like with the idea, like these guys supposed to be in bed. I mean,
exactly.
Normally, like
you never thought that
it's 3 in the morning. I mean, if it was maybe 10, 11, I understand, but 3, 4 in the morning, these guys are raving and drinking beer, like age of between 25 to 75, maybe. I don't know. Yes. Dutch looks good for the age.
It's literally for everyone.
Yeah,
everyone can go.
So when I seen that, I realized, what? Music is a cultural thing. It's not about age. It's about like if you have it in your culture,
you can go anywhere in the world and you hear English. George Michael, for instance. I'm a big fan. You
He's
hear his
Cypriot.
music
He was
everywhere.
Greek Cypriot.
Yeah. Dude, great guy.
Yeah.
I still get sad. I don't like listening to much of his music. It saddens me. I don't know why.
It's all emotional songs. That's
yeah,
why.
and also I grew up with him.
Yeah.
You know, when he was Wham, and
Wham,
he was my age, and I kind of every emotion was through his music. But anyway, let's not go there. I don't want to cry.
Yeah.
So now you're running your own business.
Yes.
Right. So how do you get into that? How do you find running your own business, employing people? Because you're not constantly creating your own music. You're creating other people's. You're helping them. I've got so many questions to ask you. Like, what's the craziest thing somebody's asked you to do? But tell me about what it's like to run your own business.
I mean, to be honest, like I think this was the best decision I done in my whole life, by opening my own business, being my own partner. Being my own boss. Because as I said, I always knew I had leadership in me, but I never had the encourage to go forward, like to open my own business. So when that happened, I was like a little bit scared at the beginning. You're kind of like getting into a new, like a journey, and you don't know where it's gonna head to, and it's very risky. Like it's a risky thing.
Until then, you were a full-time DJ. Then,
no. I mean, it's a long story. I don't want to get into the whole story.
But you had a job during the day and worked.
No, I was full-time DJ for 9 years, and then I had to quit my job. There was some incidents happen. With the management, I had some bad experiences. We ended up in a court. I get my money because they didn't want to pay my end of service. So I ended up opening a case against them. I got my money. And that's when I decided that from now on, I don't want to work for anybody else. That was it. That was the last, limit that I said, this is it. And I said, I'd rather take chances, opportunities, and risk to lead my own destiny rather than working for someone else. And I'm glad I did that, because now I have freedom. I can fly anywhere, anytime. I can go to work anytime I want. But of course I have my dedication. I have to work. Of course, go to work every day. Yeah. But I'm free. I'm flexible.
But you can cancel your appointments. You can take a week off.
I'm flexible. But it wasn't good as this. Like when I started, of course, it was very. I had struggles at the first year. I barely covered my rent on the first year, and second year, I was worried because I cannot even pay my expenses. How am I gonna survive? Then. Second, but I knew if I push it, because in any business, first year is the hardest,
of course,
which we call it settling year. You settle your business. Second year, if it doesn't go double, then you need to quit. That's it. You need to push. Second year, it has to go.
You need to make some money. You
need to go plus. At least go plus. Don't go minus. So when I saw that it was going plus, I said, okay, I'm on the right way. I need to push it forward. And I didn't have my studio. I was teaching from home.
Yes.
So I was teaching.
I recall.
Yeah.
I came to your home.
Oh, yeah, right. So you came to my old studio, right? So you seen it all.
Yeah. Because your wife, I'd never met her. She was in the bedroom.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I was like, wow, she's an amazing one putting up with this.
Exactly. So you see, like, it's a phase.
Yeah.
You go through, like, I had to go through that phase to reach to where I'm right now, But then when I realized, okay, it's time to, grow and make it a like official, like professional business. Then I knew I had to go out, get my own space and build it as how I want it. I designed it, and I'm very happy now. It was a risk though. I spent lots of money.
Yes.
On the business to expand it.
I know you didn't. You weren't short on spending.
No.
You went to town with it
because it's like a gamble. Like you throw lots of money that you don't know if it's going to come back. But if you have this, feeling that you trust yourself, that you know that it's going to work out, you're going to make it, then you don't mind throwing that money. You feel like, okay, you know what, it's going to come back.
How do you feel about money?
Okay, like back in days, people used to say, "Oh, money is nothing." It's all about like love, caring. I believe in that too. I believe like money is not the solution for everything, but money is power. Like my father used to always say, he's a Capricorn as well. My father used to say, money is power. Whether you have it, you don't have it, it's a power to open all the doors. But there are certain things you cannot get with money. So you need to know the balance, difference. Like majority of the things in your life, you're gonna get it with money. But the things that you cannot achieve is not going to solve with money. You have to solve it by yourself. So you have to work on yourself, and that's why you have to be realistic with yourself. Let's say you cannot like earn someone's heart or love or respect with money. I mean, you have to earn it with your character, with yourself, because money is not going to last all the time. I mean, money comes and goes.
True.
You're not going to take it.
But then, are they going to fall in love with your money, or are they going to fall in love with your character? So you're absolutely right.
Once money's gone, that's it. You're by yourself. There will be no one to support you. But if you have really people really respect you for who you are.
So you have a good relationship with money.
I'm good with money, I would say.
Yeah.
I respect money.
Yeah.
But also I respect I know how hard it is to earn money. So I don't spend it in an easy way.
Yes.
I don't throw money.
Yes.
If I want to spend money, what I do, I think 3 times before I spend it, because I need to feel confident that this money is going for a good purpose, not for
frivolous stuff.
For fun or something like that, for waste of money. So that's why, especially if you live in Dubai, money is important, because here. That's your social security, basically, right?
Absolutely. No handouts, no government handouts.
I mean, we don't have a social security here in retirement or anything. So that's your security. So, and especially it's a quite expensive country to live in. So that's why you need to have some savings to feel comfortable that if something goes wrong, at least I have something to back it up. Yeah, to cover.
I'm proud of you. What's the craziest thing somebody's asked you to do in your studio?
Oh man, craziest thing.
You don't have to mention the names of the people.
No, I'm just thinking craziest thing. I mean, for me, there's no such a thing as crazy. If it makes sense, if it's logical, then I don't mind doing it.
What's been the craziest thing somebody you gone? I'll do it, but wow, this is I don't know. Hymns, Christian hymns.
I got one, and this happened recently. Because this is the only thing that comes to my mind that I done it crazy, which I would never do. I had a client. I'm not going to mention the names or anything, even the thing gender. I'm not going to say. But basically, okay, it's a her.
I knew it was going to be difficult.
It's a she. So she came up to me and she said, "Look, there's a festival, big festival." Somewhere, they told her that she might be going on a competition, and they needed her to record something 20 minutes live set. And this girl told me she never mixed in her whole life, nothing, zero. And she told me, "Can I come today that we can record the set for 20 minutes and we can get it done?" And because she had to send it on the end of the day, on the same day.
Yes. Oh my God.
She had a deadline.
Pressure.
I told her, you know what? I had many requests, but I never had a request like this. I don't know what to do. But I told her, what I suggest, come down. We'll try a few things. Let's see how it goes. We're gonna try a few tricks, but I cannot give you a guarantee. I'm gonna try my best. Because I'm going to think like a professional, what can be the possibilities and what we need to do, So when she came, I came up with the plan that I'm going to, put a mix set, pre-recorded mix set, as you said. One of my students mix set, so there's a bit of error as well, mistakes, so it sounds natural. Because if it's perfect, then they will know. Yeah. I mean, if I listen to a set and I see where the DJ is touching, and if it doesn't make if it doesn't cause any effects or anything like that, then I know that he's faking it. I can tell. The professionals can tell. So I said, okay, and what I did, I put the camera because we had to record video, right?
Oh no!
I put the camera on the way that you can see the DJ system. You can see her, but you cannot see exactly where she's touching. You see her hands on the mixer, but you cannot see exactly where. And
did she actually know what she was doing or not really?
Nothing, zero. So what I did, like in the Hollywood movies, the script behind the scenes, they hold the signs so you can read the script or whatever.
Yeah.
Or they give you a sign, jump now, and you jump like a cue, So the good thing about the recording, that it was recording the audio directly from the mixer, so they couldn't hear our voices. So I was giving her tips,
Yeah,
like, because I know the songs, I know when it's gonna change.
Yeah, of course.
So I tell her like, okay, it's about to change. Put your hands on the mixer, and I show her some few tips.
Yes.
And then I tell her the next song is gonna come out in. Press play right now, and then she acts like press and play.
Yeah.
And we did it quite well. Even her.
But she was going to be in the shit if she got the gig, right?
I mean, I told her, look, if they choose you, because she told me, if they choose me, I have 1 month to prepare for the event. So I said, 1 month I can get you to the point.
Wow, really?
I can do that, no problem. I mean, 1 month is a long time. I mean, even if they tell me after 1 week I need to mix, like basic mixing, I can get you to that point, no problem. 5 lessons, I can do that. But, and I told her, look, if they choose you, you really need to come to me, and we gotta really work this out, because I cannot put you on the stage in front of like thousands of people and you'll embarrass yourself, you know, like, and they'll not give you a chance anyway. If they see you, they will give you a trial before. If they see your economics, that's it, it's done. And we got it done actually, and it was really good. Like I know what happened, but I think she got a green light so far, because she said they accepted the video, but they didn't get back to her yet.
Okay.
So this happened like 2 weeks ago.
So let's hope she gets it.
3 weeks ago. Let's see.
How long does it take to? I know it taking me. We mixed, right?
Yeah.
You and I mixed. It took 5 hours, 5 sessions.
Yeah.
Is that average, or does it take less or more to mix it?
For composing a track?
We mixed it, right? Did we compose? We didn't compose, did we?
We composed a bit.
Did we?
Because
okay.
we put the beats.
That was our creation.
So when we put like kick, drums, and some melodies, whatever, that was a part of the composing process. The mixing process is like what you compose. You take them one by one, and you start like cleaning them up. You know, you start compressing the sound. Okay. You start making it more balanced, more professional, obviously.
So composing, how long does it take? About 5 hours?
Not 5 hours, 5 lessons, which is like 7.5 hours. Because each lesson is 1.5 hour. Yeah.
Is that what our sessions are?
Yeah.
Every time I thought you'd do me a favour.
No. It's 90 minutes.
Oh, bloody hell.
No,
I didn't know that.
No, it's 90
I'm rushing out at an
No.
hour. I was like, well, he's doing me a favour.
No, it's 90
now
minutes.
I know. I see. Thank you so much for that.
Because it takes me 30 minutes to explain you normally what we're going to do.
Right.
And then 1 hour we practice
Beautiful.
on that. Yeah.
Beautiful. I can't wait for our next session.
Yeah.
A couple of more things.
Yes.
You look after yourself, right? You do boxing.
Yes. I'm a big fan of boxing.
Once I turned up and you had a bloody cut face.
Yeah, bruises, stuff.
Yeah. So you've never been frightened of confrontation, physical confrontation?
Not really, but I mean, I'm not doing it for like only for protecting myself. I'm doing it for also health, fitness. But always
you get
like
punched in the face is not exactly very healthy, is it? I can understand the fitness part of it, but
Yeah,
you're actually
I
like
know.
sparring,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, but I think, when you go, as I say, not every road is straight, right? There are some roads like with stones and rocky, rocky roads. So if you want to get to a destination, to a point, you have to go through those obstacles.
So you're prepared to get hit in the face?
Yeah, I mean, this is part of the game. So if you don't get used to, like, imagine you train all the time with the pads, and you're really good at it. You have the confidence, and someone punch you, and you never had that experience before. What's gonna happen? You're gonna freeze.
So when you get to be a teacher, you say, "Don't hold back, go for it."
He goes for it. I tell him, I tell him, don't go full on. Like, take it easy, because I have lessons. I have students. I don't want to look like I get hit by a car.
Yeah.
So I tell him, take it easy. We're just light sparring, but we always end up like be a bit of like losing it, because it's adrenaline. Like on that moment, you don't feel so much. You cannot control it. Like, you control your skills, but when you land the punch, you cannot control the power.
Have you found yourself sometimes you lose it, like you go to bed?
No. I mean, I mean,
he could kick your ass, right? He could kick your ass, the teacher.
Well, yeah, he does it every time, but I learned from it, because he's a professional fighter. I mean, don't forget, it's like same as I'm a professional teacher, right? DJing and production. So if my student comes to my lesson, they cannot kick my ass.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll be always on top.
But what I'm saying with the boxing,
it's the experience. Yeah.
There's so many levels. Like was he a professional?
He's a professional fighter.
Still is
active. Yeah.
Wow. So when you see I don't know, Mayweather.
Yeah.
he has to be so much better than your teacher, right? Do you see those differences?
I mean, different levels, of course.
You do see it.
But yeah, of course. But Mayweather is a boxer. My trainer is mainly a kickboxing.
Okay. Do you do kickboxing?
I mean, I do boxing part, but he's good on boxing, kickboxing, Muay Thai. He does all, but his style is kickboxing, Muay Thai. So he when he fights mostly like glory, like infusion. Like K1 kind of.
So he goes to around the world boxing?
Yeah, he fights for the like infusion tournaments, which is organized by a guy from Amsterdam. Is one level of the glory kickboxing.
Wow.
And he's supposed to go to Amsterdam next month for fighting there. So
you've seen him fight.
Yeah, I've seen him like 2-3 times fight.
He's good.
He's good. Yeah. If he wasn't good, I wouldn't train with him.
Yeah, you won't train by the best.
Because I need someone to be really good that he can push me. So that's why I don't mind him kicking my ass, because I know that if I can handle him, I can handle anyone on the street. So because he's quite fast, he's like Mike Tyson. He pressures you. He doesn't give you a chance to breathe.
Yes, he's on your case.
So that's good, because if you can handle the pressure, then you know how to control yourself. That's why you asked me, what if you lose it? If you lose it against him, you lose the fight. That's it, because you'll suffocate. You'll like really you'll not be able to breathe. Your conditioning will be zero.
Wow.
So you have to control your conditioning. Don't waste your energy for silly punches. Just wait for the moment and try to counter punch. Like play it smart, not like hard.
Yeah.
So IQ, basically, you need to use your IQ to be able to.
Amazing. It's discipline, isn't it? It's discipline.
It's one of the most hardest sport that I ever done.
I want to know about your tattoos, because every time I see there's more tattoos, right? So
yeah,
just arms are all over you.
Well, this one goes from here to here. Let me see. Yeah, and I'm gonna cover it all the way to the shoulder. There's a bit of part left here. So this one goes all the way to the shoulder and the chest. So it goes all the way.
Do they mean anything to you? To you, I guess they do. What's it mean?
Well, they're part of my life. Actually, they're like kind of like my life story. Like especially this one is the Maori warrior tattoos. They're very old and traditional. So it's every shape means something. There's a book of explaining every single shape. So basically, it's like family protection. What goes around comes around. There's lots of shapes like labyrinths. It represents what goes around comes around. There's many shark teeth.
Do you look at them and remind you? Is that what it is, or do you just?
It doesn't remind me, but it kind of motivates me to work out more, like to keep it fit. Because with the tattoos, when you've done them, and if you're in a good shape.
You look good.
If you don't, they look good. If you lose your shape,
and they're sagging
exactly. So they can also twist. They can lose the positioning because of you gain weight.
Do you go to the same tattoo artist?
Same guy.
Trusted.
He's one of the best in Cyprus. I trust him. So every time we go, you see, you have the Colosseum there. I have the Colosseum here.
Wow.
Actually, it might be the same picture that I picked from the internet. It looks like the same picture, but I just modify the bottom part.
And what does that mean to you?
Like same.
What does
this was a warrior? Like this is the guardian angel. Zeus, the god of thunder, is all like strong warriors, strong gods that gives you strength. Because I'm a warrior, I'm a fighter. I don't give up. So it kind of shows my character that if I decide on doing something, I'll never back up. I'll keep going forward until I reach the point. So that's why I'm a fighter, that's what it represents. All warrior tattoos. So it gives me strength to say, no, you don't quit. You're not a quitter. You need to go push forward. Sometimes, I'm a human being. I feel down sometimes. I feel like it's too hard. I cannot make it. When I feel like that, I learn how to control my feelings by taking a break. So when you feel like that, you need to step away sometimes.
You're very in tune with your
body. Just relax and just step away, relax, put yourself back and come back stronger. And then get it done, which I always get it done, every time I come back. Because sometimes you look at the problems from so close distance, you don't see the actual problem. Sometimes you need to step away.
Just like the boxing, when you be pressure,
exactly.
you step back.
You need to step away and see the problem and fix it, which is very easy actually. Sometimes it's a very simple.
But if you give yourself the chance,
exactly, you need to give a break, relax, and see the whole issue, and then go and solve it. That's it. So because we are human, we are not robots.
We've been 1 hour and 20 minutes, 15 minutes already.
Yeah, it's been going on.
It's a good note to finish on. Never give up. Be a warrior.
Yeah, exactly.
Be a gladiator.
Like what I always suggest people, like if you have a dream, follow your dreams. Don't give up. Believe in yourself. Don't expect people to believe in you all the time, because not many people will believe in you. But you don't need everyone to believe in you. You just need 1 or 2 person to give you motivation, and that's more than enough.
Who gives you the motivation?
Right now, my father. Like
you're close to each other.
You see, like before, it's so funny how things turn around, right? So at the beginning of my music career, my father was against my music.
Sure.
But once he realized what I was doing, and I was gifted, like with this talent, because he's a smart guy. He asked around to his friends who knows about music, about me.
Yes, wow.
Because I was on the newspaper, on the TV all the time.
Yes.
Like they know me, so they're like, "How is he? Is he really good at this?" He's like, he's very gifted.
How old is your father now?
He's born in 1956, so he's like
he's about 67.
67, yeah.
Oh, he's still young.
Yeah. He's a very fit guy. Like he walks every 2 days, like 3-4 kilometers. Like he looks after himself. Yeah, that's why I look after myself as well. It's a genetic. We are all good genes. We look after ourselves. So basically, like once he discovers that I have this talent and there's good money in this, because he was reading newspaper, he was calling me. I read this guy called Tiesto, and he was saying he earned this year like $30 million, $40 million. How does he do that? What's the difference between him?
So he's open-minded.
No, he reads a lot. He knows.
Is he an entrepreneur or is he?
No, he's a trading guy. He imports wine.
Well, he's an entrepreneur, isn't he? If he buys and sells.
Yeah, buys and sells. Yeah.
He's an entrepreneur.
I mean, we call it traders.
Yeah, he's an entrepreneur.
Yeah, okay. So we have a trading company which we import wine from Italy and Spain. We are the whole main distributor of certain.
Sells it in Cyprus.
Cyprus, yeah.
Oh, amazing.
To hotels, to markets.
Amazing.
So when he reads a lot, he knows about every single country, politics, everything. He's very knowledgeable person.
So you guys, how often do you speak?
Like every 2 days, every 3 days, sometimes
that's nice.
Once per week. We always Skype.
Connect.
Yeah, because he wants to see
grandchildren
as well. And once he discovered, he's like, what's the difference between that guy and you? I said, he's a producer. He makes his own music. And I only DJs. He's like, okay, so what you need to do to get to that point? He's like, I need to open up my studio. So he helped me with that. Look, I'll be honest. He gave me like a good amount of money. He gave me like 100,000 there to open up my own studio. My production equipments. You
got the best equipment in everything.
I mean, they're expensive.
If I wanted to have a little studio like that, how much would it cost me approximately?
I mean, nowadays you don't need to go that crazy. So that's why I always...
You got the best of the best. Best speakers, best everything.
I mean, to be honest, like right now, if you give me, let's say, 100,000 dirham, I will not spend it all on the studio. Okay. I'll spend it on a good computer, good software, and good training. These three. Education.
Yes.
Because if you're trained well, you have good ideas, you don't need a big sound system, everything. You can make it on a small laptop and it will be a hit song. But good equipments will give you good creativity. Like let's say you'll not be limited. It's like same as a racing car.
Yes.
If you're a good driver, it can do up to a certain limit.
But your car needs to be...
The car cannot go more faster than that. That's it. That's your limit. But you can really drive it better than other drivers. But if the other driver has there's a Ferrari and you got a Maserati, you cannot beat that car. There's no point, even if you're the best driver.
True. So talent gets you so far.
Yeah. So you gotta get good. You have good talent and good equipment, so you can take you to a long distance. Like you can get good points.
Bro, I love you. I've got a session with you in 2 days.
Yeah, on Friday.
Friday, It's been an absolute honor having you here.
Same here, man. Thanks for the invite.
You were really, really amazing because
thank you.
You really inspire a lot of guests I get. They just talk, but you threw loads of golden nuggets in there that our listeners can listen to.
I
And
talk
learn
a
from.
lot though. I don't know if they're
No,
relevant.
I enjoyed it. I loved it. I loved it. An hour and 20 minutes is really good.
Is the record
Perfect. Perfect.
Is the record? Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot, man. Thank you
for
very much.
coming.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Gladiators. See you next time.